Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to keep yourself safe from COVID 19. As we were on this chapter, population, in the previous module, we could complete up to the population growth, process of population growth and population change. So, next to that topic, we will continue in this module. So let us start. As we are primarily concerned with three major questions about population in this chapter, that are population size and distribution, population growth, and process of population change. In the previous module, we were on this topic, that characteristics or qualities of population, where we were on this age and sex composition and literacy level. Here in this module, we are going to discuss about this occupational structure and health conditions. So let us see the next slide. Health. Health is an important component of population composition which affect the process of development. How this health affect the process of development? You know that by this health only you can understand your potential. You can use your potential whatever you have, whether you are educated or physically strong. Unless you are healthy, you cannot use the skill you have. So, this way, the process of development is highly influenced by the health. So, sustained effort of government programs have registered significant improvements in the health condition of Indian population. From the independence of India, government have focused on this health issue. A lot of facilities provided by the government and supported by the private health organizations also. Like government provide medical facilities free or at affordable rates to the people of our country. Different government hospitals have been opened. Their medical facilities are available to the people, common people, either free or affordable rates. Government have started vaccination of the people free of cost, whichever are compulsory vaccines for saving the life of people. So that are provided to the children at means from the beginning only to the children at very cheap rate are free of cost. And because of this, death rates have declined from 25 per thousand population in 1951 to 7.2 per thousand in 2011. So this is a result of government efforts that we could achieve this death rate decline, that 25 per thousand to 7.25. And life expectancy, life expectancy is that life which we expect at the time at the birth of a child, has increased from 36 years to 67.9 years in 2012, you can say R11. According to census of 2011, we are having this information, this data, that life expectancy in our country have increased from 36.7 to 67.9%. So you can see here that life expectancy have reached almost double, not exactly double, but near about that. So see both the negative factors we have changed, death rate declined, life expectancy increased. The substantial improvement is the result of many factors, including improvement in public health, prevention of infectious diseases, and application of modern medical practices in diagnosis and treatment of ailments that diseases. So these continuous effort in public health, prevention of, prevention of infectious diseases, application of modern medical practices in diagnosis, means unless we diagnose the disease of a patient, we cannot treat it. So the modern medical appliances, tools, machines are available in our country for diagnosing the patient problem, and then treatments are available and easily done. So this way, this death rate have declined, and people are able to expect a longer life. This life expectancy you can understand as longer life of people. Earlier, there was fear. This fear was there that most of the people were dying in this age. Very few people were having their very long life, but due to number of infectious diseases, due to lack of medical facilities, people were dying. So this problem solved. Despite considerable achievement, the health situation is a matter of major concern for India. That okay, we have achieved this, uh, but still it is a very important for our country because we have a huge population, and still we have scope for improvement, and huge scope is there, as The per capita calorie consumption is much below the recommended level in our country. Below the recommended level. Malnutrition afflicts a large percentage of our population. So you can understand, yes, we have achieved this, but still we are very back. Safe drinking water and basic sanitation amenities are available to only one third of the rural population. Means rural population is still living with the unsafe drinking water. As here only one third people are having this facility, so two-third population who are living in rural areas, rural, you know, that village region, the availability of safe drinking water is not there. Basic sanitation amenities, that sanitation facilities, which is very important for having a healthy and safe life, safe from diseases, that are not available to the people. So rural people are suffering a lot. These problems need to be tackled through an appropriate population policy in future. Now, adolescent population. You know, adolescent is that age group which is between the age of 10 to 19 years. So there are some important factors, information which you should know as you are also in this age group. And that is why this has been included to your syllabus. That most significant feature of Indian population is the size of its adolescent population, and it consists or constitute one fifth of the total population of India. Means one fifth population of India. As you know that 130 or 135 crore people are there in our country. So if you divide it by 5, around 17 crore people are falling in this adolescent age group. At 17 crore population falls in this. They are most important resource for future because these are under the process of development, improvement. Re- You can say the capital formation, human capital formation. So that is why they are an important resource for future. And nutrition requirements of adolescents are higher than those of normal child or adult. Both. They have to be given better nutrition than this age group, whether that are child or adults. So this way you can say adolescent population is the most important from the health point of view. Poor nutrition can lead to deficiency and stunned growth. means if you are not able to get poor means proper nutritious food, then your you will be facing deficiency, lacking of different types of growth problem you will have, and your growth will also be stopped or not proper. Your bone strength can be lower, your height can be affected, your physical strength can be affected, any other body parts can be affected because of poor nutrition. So number of problems are possible due to poor nutrition to the adolescent population. So that is why it is very important to have nutritious food to this age group. As you are in this age group, so you should take care of it. Good, take care of it. But in India, the diet available to adolescent is inadequate in all nutrients. So it is observed that most of the adolescent population is not getting adequate nutrients. A large number of adolescent girls suffer from anemia, you know, that lack of blood, deficiency of blood, mainly that red blood corpuscles. The girls suffer from this problem. That is only because of poor nutrition. This nutrition, if not given proper, then such problems are faced by the girls, adolescent girls. Their problem has so far not received adequate attention in the process of development. And the adolescent girls have to be sensitized to the problem they confront. So it is very important to the girls, adolescent girls, to know such problems. That if poor nutrition will be there, then such kind of problem they may face. And many other problems they may face which should be told to them by the parents and by the teachers. A- Awareness among them can be improved through the spread of literacy and education. So you are being given education, and if you will be aware, then such kind of problem which caused by this poor nutrition, that can be solved. You can request to your parents that good nutritious food you require, and they can provide to you as per their affordability, and you should take care of it. That is why you are being taught such things. You fall in this age group. Okay, student. Next, national population policy. Government has made this a national population policy, that is national population policy recognizing that planning of families would improve individual health and welfare of Government of India initiated a comprehensive family planning program in 1952. So that time this family planning program was started. The family welfare program has sought to promote responsible and planned parenthood on a voluntary basis. So family planning was means this program was made that the parents make should be made aware about their parenthood. So how should they take care of their children? Government provide number of supports, financial support, medical supports as and if required. The National Population Policy 2000 is here it is PNPP. National Population Policy 2000 is a culmination of years of planned effort. Culmination is the result of years of planned effort. As population policy initially started in 1952, after this in 2000 whatever national population policy was made, that was after a huge experience. So this national population policy 2000 provides a policy framework for imparting free and compulsory education up to 14 year of age. As under right to education you have got this facility. Under the age of 14 all the children have this right for free and compulsory education, reducing infant mortality rate to below 30% per thousand live birth. So infant mortality rate we need to decrease, achieving universal immunization of children. Immunity means it is improving the immunity of children against all vaccine preventable disease. So such vaccinations are done under this NPP 2000, promoting delayed marriage of girls. Their age has been decided by the government of marriage of girls as well as boys also. 19 and 21. Before that, marriage of these girls and boys. Girls for 19, boys 21. Under this age, that will be illegal. And as delayed marriage is there, the girls or boys becomes strong enough to face their life problem after marriage, making family welfare a people-centered program. So family welfare program is people centered program, not government impose the policy over the population. Now you have to do this. Here, good care of common people intention has been taken care. NPP 2000 and adolescent. What is about adolescent in 2000 means in National Population Policy 2000. So NPP 2000 identified adolescent as one of the major section of population that need greater attention. Besides nutritional requirement, the policy put greater emphasis on other important needs of adolescents, including protection from unwanted pregnancies as they enter in their reproduction is in this adolescent age group, so they are made aware about unwanted pregnancies, sexually transmitted disease. Some diseases spread, transmit sexually, so that are also tried to make aware the adolescent population under this program. So it called for programs that aim toward encouraging delayed marriage and childbearing, as delayed marriage will be there. So number of children can be reduced to the couple to control the population. They become mature when they have delayed marriage and they now understand they should have lesser number of children for better life, happy life. Education of adolescent about the risk of unprotected sex. About this education is provided. About this you will be taught better in your science part, biology part. Making contraceptive services accessible. Contraceptive services accessible and affordable to the people. Contraceptives are the preventive measures from such problem. Providing food supplements. So food supplements provided to adolescent population. Nutritional services and strengthening legal measures to prevent child marriage as minimum age has been decided by the government for marriage of this and that way, that is usually 19 and 21. People are the nation's most valuable resource, so that is why a well educated healthy population provide potential power to the economy, to the nation, to the country. So that is why government focus on all these issues very sincerely. Thank you students, and read and revise the topics which we have discussed here for better understanding. And if some problem exists, then ask to your teacher. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good. Take good care of you. Always be healthy and keep smiling.